What is going on, guys? I got Katrina Hiott today. She's going to be joining us talking about her experience in the academy, how she's also graduated to our advanced level program and Evolve and has completely crushed her results around her composition, her lifestyle, her confidence. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me today, Katrina.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Heck yeah. Well, let's dive right into it. So, can you tell me a little bit more about what your life was before joining our Hanson Health Academy and like what motivated you to start?
Before I joined, I was doing Weight Watchers. I did keto. I did intermediate fasting. None of it worked. And then I was like, found out I was pre-diabetic. So that made me want to learn how to take back control. And I figured I listened to you and I knew something was different with you
Awesome.
and that you would get me on the right track.
Heck yeah, awesome. So like what was the moment for you that made you feel like, okay, I should get on the phone with this guy? Like what were you scared about? What were you nervous about? Was it money? Was it like trust if the program would work?
It was money because I'm a single parent here, and it was trust. Nothing else worked. Why should I trust you? But the more I talked to you, the more you got the trust from me. And I don't give out my trust very quick.
Totally hear you. And like what do you feel like led to that trust?
All the one-on-one, you got not one-on-one, but you were able to sit down with me and talk to me about my personal goals, my personal things that I needed to overcome and all that.
Heck yeah. Awesome. More individualized help, like less cookie cutter, less like
Yes.
restrictive. Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you feel like the other programs didn't work for you? Like Weight Watchers, keto, like what do you found was the components that just weren't really sustainable for you?
Well, one, I didn't eat enough. I was eating maybe one time a day, possibly two, and that wasn't working. Intermediate fasting, I just would forget to eat. Keto was too much fat, and I just gained weight. And Weight Watchers, they were just an app. They weren't somebody to talk to. They weren't, hey, you're going the wrong way. Let's try this.
Totally. So not only were the things that you tried just weren't sustainable, they were too restrictive, but you also didn't have that individualized support to help you just customize it in a way that's going to work for your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Totally, totally. So where are you today? Like please, like I'd love you to share with the group a little bit about your results and where you're at today.
I've been doing this for, I think, 6 months. I went from 185 to 158.
Let's go. Let's go.
So I am almost to the goal where I want to be before I run up the 52 flights of stairs. And by the time I do a Spartan run next year, I should be totally ready for it.
Awesome. Awesome. Like what else? I know that there was the pre-diabetic thing as well too. You're no
Yes,
longer a
I
pre-diabetic.
am no longer pre-diabetic, which is when they told me I was not pre-diabetic anymore, I was the happiest I could have been
Let's go. Let's go. That's huge. That's huge.
because diabetes runs in my family and I don't want it.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. That must have been some great news to hear. And like also not just physically with the results, but like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like what have you noticed have been like the biggest impacting changes around those aspects?
Um, I'm loving my body. I used to hate my body. I used to get dressed in the dark. Now it doesn't bother me to have the lights on.
Let's
I
go.
am more confident in myself. I am almost to the point where I can tell myself that I'm that sexy bitch on the motorcycle.
Let's go. Let's go. That's huge. That's huge. Okay. And what were some of the biggest challenges that you faced during the initial 4 months, and how did the program help you address them?
The biggest problem was eating more than I thought I needed to. But I have found you've got to eat more to lose more. And so that
Totally.
was the biggest challenge to get over. And then I have a whole workout room from COVID that I didn't know how to use. And the way your program's set up, you showed me how to use it in the correct way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And like when touching on the nutrition piece with having to eat more to lose more, you are referring to like volume eating, right? Like just eating more high satiety options that have less calories and are going to fill you up more for longer and keep you satiated. Is that kind of more the along the lines of what you meant?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, more protein and less chocolate.
More protein, more fiber, little bit of chocolate in moderation, of course. Awesome. That's great. And after the initial program, like you made the decision to continue with us. Like what influenced that decision?
I was actually losing weight. I was actually falling back in love with my body, being myself, the person I had lost. And so I was like, if this got me this far, how much further can I go?
Heck yeah. Let's go. Let's go. And can you describe some of the changes that you've experienced in like your health, fitness, and overall well-being since advancing to the second phase of Evolve?
Um, the biggest changes are the nutrition. I'm learning how to eat better and make my own menu for the day by day. So I'm learning how to tweak everything to get where I need. Um, the working out, I love the working out. This is my workout time, so I had to get it done before I got on here.
You made it happen. You made it happen.
Yeah, but I come home from work, I get into my workout clothes, I eat my dinner, and I work out, and then I relax for the rest of the night. But it's getting me into a structure.
Let's go. Yeah, because I imagine with the other programs and the things that you've tried in the past, like having that structure, those systems, the routines in place to be able to show up during those ups and downs when things get crazy busy or things throw off your schedule is probably a lot more difficult to be able to maintain that momentum.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Like what when it comes to like systems and like routines, because I know that in a lot of cases, it's not a matter of knowing what to do in a lot of cases, it's implementing it in a consistent manner. Like being able to sustain it, making it part of your lifestyle. Like what are some of the systems and things that you've implemented to help create more consistency?
Well, I use the Eat This Much app. I love it because it helps me a lot because like I said, I don't like food. So I don't want to eat, but this keeps me on track. And then with the workout schedule, it keeps me motivated to see where I can go. Just like I was in the military and we had that structure of everything, how it went. That's what I'm saying that I kind of think this program is, even though it's not as strict as the military.
Definitely just having a lot more clarity, knowing what direction that you need to be going
Yes,
into, just creating more awareness around it. Yeah.
yes.
Awesome, awesome. And what are some systems that you've implemented when it comes to like either like working out in the morning instead of in the evening, or like prepping your food, or like scheduling time for your workouts? Like, what are some things that attested to some of your success?
I meal prep on my days off. I don't do it on my work days. I work 10 hours, but I'm gone for 12 hours a day. So I have a calendar where everything is to where, okay, I know I need to do this, this, and this, and this on this day. And every day has something different on it. Now, when I'm not working, I walk 5 miles a day because I have to keep my steps up. And if I don't do it, I'm going to lay on the couch and sleep all day.
That's a great system for sure. Especially like 10K steps a day for 7 days, you burn an extra 3,500 calories, and like just getting those extra steps, it makes a huge difference, especially for the
Yes.
scale.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. And how have you managed to integrate the habits and routines from our program into your daily life?
It was quite easy. I mean, in the beginning, it was hard doing it, but as time went on, it got easier and easier to keep the systems going the same way they've been going. And like the nutrition, I know that I've got to go shopping on this day to meal prep. And as long as I got it written down, I'm good for it. If I forget to write it down, I'll forget about it. So it has to be written down. So it just makes things much easier to write it all down, to keep it going, and doing this. I say the same thing every day at the same time because I get up at 5 in the morning to be to work at 7. I can't get up any earlier. So I make sure I work out at night.
Awesome. Awesome. Sounds like you got some pretty solid, consistent systems in place, which is great. And what do you find differentiates us from other typical programs out there?
You're there. You're there to talk to 24/7 if somebody needs to talk to you. And like Weight Watchers, that's just an app. Um, when I went to a gym, they were only there while I was there for that hour. They weren't there for me to call and say, "Hey, I'm having a chocolate day. I need, to tell me to stop."
Or like
You,
what are some alternatives or ways that we can implement it and still have it and still lose weight at the same time? Awesome. Awesome. And what specifically about the program do you love about the Academy?
I love the fact that I can send you a message, send Josh a message, and you guys will get back to me right away. That you are there in my corner cheering me on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's great to have somebody in your corner and giving you that support, the mindset shifts that are required to be able to keep showing up and keep persevering. Absolutely. Also get that friendly kick in the ass. That always helps. Okay. And how does your current lifestyle compare to your lifestyle before joining our program?
um, I have more structure in my life. I'll be all willy nilly with everything that I did. And now it's more structure. Like I said, I was in the military. I like the structure. The willy nilly thing doesn't work for me. So the structure is what I needed.
Love it. Love it. And if somebody else wanted to lose weight, what would be your top three tips that you'd give them that you learned from the academy to make like to give them some solid direction to start moving towards their goals?
3 tips. The nutrition is, they're going to help you with nutrition. They're
Well,
going
like
to,
specifically for you, like what do you found like taking away from the academy? Like, is it like volume eating? Is it meal prepping?
oh,
Is it like
um,
tracking your food? Like, what are some three big tips that you would give to someone because you're more of one of our advanced members, being able to help somebody that some of the newbies that are just getting started? Like, what would be three tips that you'd give them?
um, shoot, I can think of everything, but 3 big tips. The meal prepping. You need to meal prep. You need to be on schedule with your workouts. And the third one would be to put your all into it. Don't be half ass at it. Put everything you want into it because what you put in is what you're going to get out.
Definitely making sure you're fully committing. You're not just half in, half out, having one foot out the door.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Making sure like they're planning, they got systems in place so that way they can prep for the week and they like got dedicated times. And yeah, no, great tips. Awesome. And what advice would you give to someone considering to join our program but worried about maintaining long-term changes?
Um, I am tips. Um, the program gives you the tips, not the tips, but the system to be able to carry it forward. not like Weight Watchers where, yeah, here's just an app. You guys actually teach us how to meal prep, how to get the proteins, the macros, the everything you need to hit your goals.
Heck yeah. Looking at the whole picture, looking at like all the different components, making sure you're able to better understand why you need to do it, how to implement it into your lifestyle, and navigating through those ups and downs and those growing pains, especially as you're just getting started.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on here, Katrina. Definitely give a ton of value. I think even just anybody watching this training could definitely take a couple of things away. And if someone is on the fence about joining our academy, what would you tell them?
Jump. Just do it.
Heck
I
yeah.
did. I jumped and it was the best jump that I could have done.
Let's go. Let's go. Well, this was a great interview. Really appreciate you coming in here, Katrina. Super excited to see what you can create over the next almost 12 months that you're going to be in the program and see what we can really create over this next year.
Oh, heck yeah. We're going on a Spartan run next year.
Well, let's go. Let's go. Heck yeah. And if anybody watching this is on the fence, just message me the word coaching and I can give you a little bit more information, give you some resources, help move you in the right direction. I'd love to see if it's a good fit. Let's freaking crush it this year, guys.
Heck yeah.